Hey guys, welcome to my channel and today we're reading When the Two of You Fall Asleep Together by Zombie Lover 8469. So let's get into it. Midoriya. After attending UA, Yu and Izuku decided to spend the rest of the Friday at his house. Once he plopped on his bed in his bedroom, he yawned faintly and curled up with his pillow. Are you tired too? Izuku mumbled. As Izuku picked up his room and started to undress from his vest, he nodded and yawned again. However, before you could give any type of response, Izuku's mother called them from downstairs. Be right back, he grinned. After giving you a peck on the cheek, Izuku rushed out to the bedroom and down the steps. The talk about UA exams went longer than expected, and during those 15 minutes of trying to get comfortable, you finally fell into a deep sleep. Sorry, Wayan, I didn't think He paused after seeing your sleeping form in his bedroom. He stopped speaking and smiled gently. My baby must have been really exhausted. Well, I don't blame her. He chuckled. It didn't take long for Izuku to cuddle up with you and fall asleep. When Izuku's mother peeked into his bedroom, she softly cheered and squealed to the sight of Izuku cuddling you in his arms. How cute, she whispered to herself after snapping a photo. Bakugou, you kept yourself as quiet as you could, while slowly trying to open the door to Katsuki's bedroom. After his mother greeted you with open arms, she went on about how long Katsuki has been asleep. Since it was a Saturday, you decided to go over to his house to spend the day with him. Due to the light peering from the hallway, you were able to see Katsuki's sleeping form. He still looks angry when he sleeps. You snickered quietly. Once in the dark and cold bedroom, you kicked off your shoes and crawled into bed next to him. Since Katsuki was lying on his side, you lifted up his arm and scooted yourself as close as you could to his chest. About 30 minutes or so later, Katsuki grunted and quietly awoke when feeling a tight grip around him. Wayan? He mumbled. You were asleep, hugging onto his sides, and your face was nuzzled into his neck crease. After slipping an arm around you, Katsuki pulled you closer to him with one arm, as the other curled about the both of you. He scratched gently at the back of your head and played with the ends of your hair, fluttering his eyes shut again. Sleep well, princess, he whispered. Todoroki, today your class 1A was taking a field trip to a Grand Museum of Heroes. It was halfway across the city, and the buses were loaded up after the lunch hour. This is so awesome, Kirishima shouted. He grinned and laughed a bit as he continued to try to make the cloud above his head disappear. After hearing him constantly complain about the air being too hot, you created him a blizzard cloud, which flakes bits of snow. You were sitting next to Shouto, towards the back of the bus, and you were holding onto his arm and keeping your cheek pressed against his shoulder. The bus ride was already in its 10 minutes of being on the road, and you were getting more and more tired by the minute. Shouto was the same way, so both of you ended up falling asleep around the same time. When you awoke 20 minutes later, due to the bus squeaking into a stop, you immediately blushed furiously. Shouto's lips were pressed against the temple of your forehead, his arms around you. Your legs were cast over his knees, and he was softly snoring away. It didn't take you long to fall back asleep, since you didn't want to wake him from his peaceful sleep. Kaminari. Hurry up, you two, Kirishima shouted. Alright. You yelled back. Tonight you, Kirishima, Mizo, Minoru, Mama and Toro were over at Denki's house. You were recently hanging out with the two female classmates until Denki invited you all over. After making a snack in the kitchen, you and Denki rushed over to the only open spot, which was a single-person chair. Once you sat on his lap, he pulled you close to him and rested his chin on the grease of your neck. You're warm, he whispered in a chuckle. Soon after the movie began and the lights went off, it didn't take you and Denki long enough to get overly comfortable. No way, Momo sighed. They're both asleep? Minoru mumbled. They're lucky, Kirishima grinned. About 30 minutes later, Denki was the first to wake up. You were curled up in his lap and nuzzled into his chest, and to that, he blushed a bit, although he shortly gave a confused look after seeing his classmate sticking through his fridge. We just finished the movie, Mizu mumbled. Kirishima. Shark bait. You home? Don't leave your manly man out here in the heat. He chuckled. For the third time, Eijiro knocked on the front door of your house. It was only you there today, so you were taking advantage of sleeping in on that Sunday afternoon. Eijiro, however, had planned on spending the day with you. You weren't answering your phone, so he began to worry a bit. With that being said, he didn't hesitate to snap the lock on the door. Eijiro has been to your house before, so he headed straight towards your bedroom. Once he peeked inside, he grinned at your sleeping form. Well, it seems like I get to sleep in too, he snickered. After flopping on the other side of you and pulling you into a tight spooning position, he bundled himself into the pillow. Eijiro, you mumbled in confusion. 20 minutes later, you woke up only to see him on his back, stretched out, snoring and drooling. He poked his cheek, but that caused him not to move even the slightest. Good afternoon to you too, he sighed, lying back down. Sarah knew you were studying, since he knew you didn't want to study alone, so he'd be there with you while you studied and help you finish your stuff. Eventually though, the two of you got hungry, and he told you to continue studying while he'd go to the kitchen and make some snacks for you to eat. Now, as far as he remembered, you had said yes, agreeing to stay alone and study until he got back. But he didn't seem to be studying so much right now, as you lay down on the bed, snoring your worries away. He huffed, fawned, and kissed your cheek, trying to wake you up gently as he whispered into your ear. But nothing happened. You must be so tired, he mumbled. Then he got a blanket for you and got in next to you in the bed and waited over the two of you, wrapping his arms around your waist and holding you closer. Well, I guess we could take a break. He smiled, pouring his face into your neck and eventually falling asleep in your arms.